did study the Gene Kellys of the world and Fred Astaire. I've probably seen almost every single YouTube tap thing.
He's so talented, and he is picking it up so fast and working incredibly hard, and he's dancing with some of the best tappers I know.
I in no way, shape, or form knew how hard it was going to be. I just figured that I could learn the tap movement and it would make the sound. But what I found is that you really need to be musical.
Tapping is playing the drums with your feet. I mean, you're a percussionist, really. You're a musician.
I don't even think they should call it tap dancing. They should just call it like foot percussion or something. Because you are dancing, but really you're playing a part of the song.
He's dancing on tables, he's dancing on bars, he's dancing on stools, he's hanging from fixed objects on the ceiling. I mean, he's like Donald O'Connor, Gene Kelly, Fred Astaire, kind of all smashed into one number. And then we flood the bar with like 15 to 20 more by the end of the number, and they're swing dancing and doing lifts and everything. Not only are we doing a classic number, we get to show how these classic numbers were made in one fell swoop. There's a moment where you're gonna see a camera shooting the guys close, then we cut and you'll see the camera moving back and the set moving together as the camera backs out.
I got a lot of friends in the real dance world and they all love tap dancing, but there just isn't any jobs for tap dancing.
It's a dream come true. It truly is like the dream job for kind of everything that I trained to do. I get to do what I grew up watching and falling in love with. Like, this is why I dance, is watching Gene Kelly and Fred Astaire and all of those big classic movies, and to get to recreate something like that or pay homage to something like that in a movie and pulling out the stops that we're pulling out is just, I couldn't ask for anything better, really.
You out!
I had to swim with my fin on, which I learned to do in a really grimy pool in Midtown Manhattan, and was trained by Head Aqua Lily, which is our synchronized swimming group.
It was a really exciting thing for me as a choreographer to design. I spent a considerable amount of time looking back at those very first aquatic spectacles. They have that reverse shot where they're shooting it backwards. So Scarlett's actually dry, and then she goes under the water, and then they'll flip that in post so that it looks like she's coming out of the water. That's definitely something that Esther Williams did first.
It's fun. It's fun. It was really magical doing the underwater stuff, actually. I think it like reawakened the little girl in me. It was very exciting.
This is the exact stage that Esther Williams shot her movies in. It's stage 30. They researched very thoroughly how this exact stage was used when Esther Williams did her movies here. So they knew the best height to take the camera away from the surface of the water, and all of those things played into, for us as the designers of the water ballet, being able to swim, not in the exact same water necessarily, but in the same pool where she swam and where those movies were made, for us is a very special experience.